Hey guys, it's RotTB here, and today I'm going to be sharing my opinions on the two new classes. So this is going to be kind of a short one, while I just kind of grind and show you guys my preference on where to train for Cygnus Knights from levels 10 to around 15 to 17. Let's start with that. Really, when I train as a Cygnus Knight, when I just start out, I first do the quests, which are this way. You do some of the quests first, and then you just start grinding on Tiggerus. I mean, that's just the best way. In fact, I'm gonna skip the quests entirely and just grind on Tiggerus, because that's just how I do it. This is stupid. That really should be taken down, because that was a new feature sort of thing, and it's still there, so that should be taken off. That was the how to find friends, the friend search thing, which really is ineffective. But anyway, I'm gonna start off with Luminous, purely because it's Korean Maple Story, and so I'm gonna kind of alright. So these two classes are definitely polar opposites. If you guys watched the trailer for Jet, you're gonna notice that he is very, very flashy, but I'm gonna get into that later. Luminous is definitely a mage. He is absolutely a mage, but I'm gonna start out with the theme. He has like a light and dark side theme, which is really cool. It's a little bit more unique. I don't really think I see a class like that very much. But you know, it's kind of cool how you use light spells and dark spells, and you have very specific things, and then you get really into that. The UI is going to be a little obstructive sometimes, maybe, but I'm sure we can look past that. He also has a voice. What I mean by that is when you cast spells, he says stuff, which is a little weird. I mean, it's gonna be something new. It's gonna be like, hey guys, I found my vocal cords, kind of thing. And I just hope they don't overdo it with like a ton of classes that just they yell at each other every time they use a spell. So that's gonna be a little weird if they do that. But anyway, the other thing that I noticed was the magic, the whole mage thing. I noticed that he really isn't like these new classes. He's not very yes, his skills are flashy, but so are all mages' skills. He is other than the whole light and dark thing, he is definitely a basic mage, which is really interesting because it's not sort of the flashy skills, mobile kind of thing that you get with these new classes coming out. So that's going to be really interesting to see something like that. I'm not really sure how that's going to go over with the current community, because I know that they really like those big flashy classes, because this is mainly a game targeted for the younger children. So I'm guessing that the whole flashy thing does go over well with them. So, not exactly sure how that's going to play out. I'm sure it'll be fine. Anyway, next thing. Insta-kill. There is a skill given to these guys that literally is, the description is instantly kills an enemy. I'm sure that this is going to be nerfed very, very quickly. If it is what we all think it is, which it instantaneously kills an enemy. If that applies to bosses, bossing is going to be obsolete. There's gonna be, but I'm pretty sure it's not gonna apply to bosses. But if it did, then bossing would be obsolete. You would just have to have this one guy here and you would probably be able to, solo Zakum in how much time? Maybe a few minutes, maybe less. I don't know. But it's definitely, if it is an instant kill, then it is definitely going to be nerfed very, very quickly. Just, that's how it is. There's really nothing going to be, you can see it coming from a mile away, come on. But, that's about all I have for Jet, or not Jet. I'm about to go over Jet, but that's about all I have for Luminous right now. So Jet, all right. I have written in my notes right here for Jet. Isn't that familiar? If you guys watched the trailer, I'm telling you, it's Mercedes transformed into a pirate. So it's like taking Mercedes and Cannon Shooter and fusing them together into one overpowered class. I have yet to, you know, I can tell that this is just going to be another class that's boring. Like, it's just like every single other new class, and that would be, well, yeah. So, I don't have high hopes for Jet right now. It really, just like I said, you know, it's got a unique story. You know, it's got a unique backstory, but, you know, at this point, backstories don't really matter for MapleStory because it's grinding. This game is grinding. You don't detach from grinding unless you have a really big motive. And that motive would be a very, very good item. You don't see people doing time traveler anymore. Not, at least not as much as it used to be. Because, one, it's not new, and two, it's not very rewarding. It's not worth the time and effort to do that entire quest line to get an equip that, you know, that's pretty much equivalent to a Zakum helmet. Maybe even less. I don't know. But, you know, that's how it's gonna go for there. It's not really, like I said earlier, it's really, really flashy. It's a very flashy, it's based on its looks, and in that case, it's really no wonder that they would add it, because that's what every other class is, and since that's apparently going over well, then it's obvious that they would put it in because it's a successful class. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about is how are they going to make money? You know, now this is pretty, you know, general for all gaming companies, but everything is added to a game for a reason. And sometimes, for the most part, that reason is to get more sales, get more money. Basically, it's all in the sales. So I'm actually kind of puzzled because they didn't add skill books for Mercedes Demon Slayer and Cannon Shooter. So if they do add skill books like they did for Evan and Dual Blade, I wonder how that's going to go over. I'm sure it's not going to go over well. People are going to be, you know, coining a lot. And for those of you who don't know, coining is basically buying stuff to be better in a game than, you know, someone who doesn't. And it's buying their way into it. So really, it's kind of a very cheap way of being successful in a game. It's kind of like premium in Battlefield 3. The new premium feature. I'm sure that they're gonna get more guns than normal players like me. I didn't buy Battlefield 3 Premium, mostly because I didn't want to. Second of all, because it's a little overpriced for me, and third of all, it's coining, and I don't want to coin. Honestly, because it makes me look bad. Purely because it's all in the looks. I surrender. It's all because I want to look good. And yeah, that sounded better in my head, but anyway, you know, people are gonna get more guns in Battlefield 3 by buying premium, and it's definitely coining because, you know, they might make those guns better than the normal guns, which it's likely. I mean, how else would you sell stuff, you know? So they might do that for Jet. They might not. I'm pretty sure that they won't, probably because of what happened with Evan and Dual Blade, and that didn't go over very well. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, I don't really have anything else written down for this. Like I said, this is going to be a really short video. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks guys for watching. Like, comment, favorite, subscribe. Favorite, subscribe, like. comment, 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 subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I have been getting more subscribers, I noticed. I'm in the 230s at the time of recording. I am in like 230s, which is really nice because I know I'm, that's the next step towards 300. And my current goal is to get to 300 subscribers. That's my current goal. Since I've already hit 200, it makes sense. So, yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. See you later. Stay chill.